As soon as the 24-hour time limit elapsed on my BST from yesterday, I began filming this one. Buckle yourself in and get ready for that hot shit, that hot drop. Hey, I'm back, bitch, I'm back. I'm back dropping BST on that ass, yeah. What's on my body, you might ask? Sexy shit, like usual. Got that manga inspired t shirt, purchased at Five Below for $5. On my head, got that Yu Yu Hakusho hat. You don't fuck with it, you don't know nothing about it. You don't fuck with shit you don't know nothing about. Anyway, let's get on with this motherfucking bullshit. So, back in the day, post dropping out of college and coming back from Las Vegas, where I lived for about 9 months, I decided to give me a little girlfriend. I decided to do some drinking, to start drinking and living my life to the fullest. I was supposed to take over some kind of company or something while I was up there in Las Vegas. That ain't what I wanted. I still have partying in my system and shit to do wrong for the next 10 years. Probably throughout my whole 20s, I was fucking up. You need to fuck up a little bit sometimes to learn what you want out of life. I don't know. Anyway, I started hanging out with the proverbial wrong crew, the wrong crowd, the wrong peeps that they always tell you to avoid when you're a kid. I was kind of a good kid throughout high school. I didn't really do anything wrong. Fucked up a few times in college, got drunk for the first few times while I was in college, but hadn't done anything really all that wrong yet. So I started hanging out with the proverbial wrong people, wrong crowd, and it was time to start partying and getting smashed. So, the first few house parties that a motherfucker went to were in Jacksboro, Texas at a blue house owned by the homie Tim, where his brother Josh also lived. Two of my great homies. Hung out with that wrong crowd for a long ass time. Some of which are still my great lifelong friends. Most of which I give no fucks about and don't care if I ever see again. Chilling off at the Blue House before I ever attended any parties up in that bitch. I was going over there to hang out with the homie Josh. Got fucking blazed, smoked dirt for the first time, dude, and sat prone for probably about 4 hours straight. Couldn't get up, couldn't fucking go get my own food. Every color was bursting from the fucking walls and through the window and everything, and I felt good in my system. Anyway, we also did a little bit of musica, a little bit of music over there. Me and a homie Josh was ready to put together some hardcore tunes. I had been practicing my screaming while I was out in Las Vegas, practicing to bring me the horizon and shit like that, dude. So I thought I might be kind of decent. Anyway, Josh put together some pretty dope guitar parts because he's good at that kind of shit. It was my turn to record vocals. So I went off into the closet, recording vocals on a Rock Band mic. Y'all remember that video game? Yeah, cheap ass mic. Anyway, I went to screaming and tried to do my best putting them vocals on that motherfucking CD. When I heard that shit on a CD for the first time, I almost puked my guts. Shit was garbage. Josh's part sounded alright, but my screaming was fucking trash, dude. It was like whisper screaming bullshit, dude. It was sad. We were calling it Tasmanian Devil Screams, and me and fucking Josh still laugh to this day about a world torn. Shit was so fucking stupid, dude. We decided to call it a world torn, and there was one song where it was like, bodies piled to the sky. Shit was stupid, man. It was so ignorant. Anyway, that was my first experiences at the Blue House being high trying to record Rock Band my garbage screams. But ultra quick, shit turned from recording music in a closet to getting blasted all around the house. Parties started going down. I had to step my game up because I'd only ever had like a few beers and shots in my whole life. I didn't really like the taste of alcohol that much. I don't think most people do, but I don't know, people are strange. Didn't like it that much. I was about 19 years of age, sucker, so I had to have people buy my alcohol for me. Shit was sad. So whenever they would go to get my fucking alcohol, I was like, I'm gonna have some Smirnoff. Would you get me some Smirnoff? Like a little bitch, dude. More sadness and more embarrassment, dude. At 19, I was a fucking lame-o. So we was partying off in there, fool. It was before beer pong was all that big, I think, because we were most of the time playing fucking card games, talking about King's Cup, talking about pulling them cards, laying them on top of the fucking beer in the center while a whole circle of people was around, and each card represented different shit that you had to do. 7 was heaven. You threw your hands up. Last person to throw those hands up had to take shots or drink their beer. Anyway, if you don't remember that game, then fuck you. So, there was this fool that was there. We'll call him Travis House, because that's his name. Yeah, that fool was over there all the time. He thought Tim was pretty cool, and Tim would say shit some of the time about, I'm about to sock your jaw, shit like that. So this fool, Travis House, literally would not shut the fuck up telling people that he was gonna sock jaws. Just kept on telling people, I'm about to sock your jaw, I'm about to sock your jaw, over and over all the time, never shutting up, dude. It was sad. One time we had to lock that fool out of the house because he was fucking coming over every day. That fool was always there, and he was a little bit annoying. We all know someone like this. Much love to fucking Travis House out there, because I never, didn't like him or anything. He was just annoying. One thing we all did and never shut the hell up about was, I got some popsicles in the basement, Chris. Trying to make the S's whistle. Shit's hard to do, man. I've gotten a little better at it over the years. Took some time, but we would always say that. Got some popsicles in the basement, Chris. All the fucking time, dude. Stealing shit from Family Guy. Shit was sad and dumb. Another thing that you saw me do on my last BST yesterday was, psham, psham. Did this fool just say psham, psham? That shit's stolen from Kevin Hart. We were young and impressionable and just copied shit from shit we thought was funny. Anyway. So lots of parties went down up in that motherfucker, but one party is extra memorable because it got whack. We're all partying, just chilling off in the front room, fucking hanging out, listening to Day to Remember, dude. Talking about shreddage, dude. Just going hard, just doing our thing, getting fucked up. Somebody off in the other room was having some kind of 3B, dude. Some kind of threesome. All of a sudden, we were all shook and shocked by the fucking sound of knocks on the door. Somebody went up to the door, looked through the little peephole to see who it was. It was the fuzz, fool. It was the 5-0 to cops. Yeah, we was in trouble. I don't remember why the cops came or who called them or what the fuck happened, but they were there. I was there with my girlfriend. We'll call her Lacey, because that's her name. I kicked it into high gear and was ready to get the fuck out of there. So I grabbed my girlfriend Lacey and I was like, we're underage. We're about to be in trouble. I had never gotten in any kind of trouble before, so I was extra ready to not get in trouble. So I grabbed her up. We went out the back door. Other people was scrambling too out that back door. Everybody fled, dude. Everybody fled. I grabbed up Lacey and we went running out the back door across the field. I had parked way on the other side of this blue house in a parking lot. So what we did was we came up to a fence. I was like, oh, fuck, we gonna have problems because Lacey can't jump this shit. I could probably hurdle this motherfucker like it ain't shit, but Lacey gonna have some problems. So I grabbed her up in my arms and carried her over that fence. And we proceeded to go through tons of backyards, running around houses and shit, going the long way to get back to my truck, which was parked quite far away. So we were like, dude, cops probably won't see us if we roll off over here. I had about 2.5 Smirnoffs, so suffice it to say, I was fucked. I was fucked up, shit blasted, and hammered off 2.5 Smirnoffs because I was a little bitch. Anyway, my tummy was hurting, dude, because the sweetness of those motherfucking Smirnoffs would get to you real quick. It wasn't until later that I found out it's because it's bitch beer or whatever. Anyway, I was pretty fucked up, feeling a pain in my tummy. But somehow I kept running. I was like, Lacey, hurry. Had her by the hand. She was running behind me. We got all the way to my fucking truck. Shit was sad. We were beat up from having run that far because it was a long ass way. Got to my truck that was parked way away but was still in seeing distance from the blue house. So we were like, if we hop up in this truck and then speed off real quick, then that might look suspicious. So we just chilled off in there, leaned the seats back, peered over through the window to see what was cracking over at the blue house. Some kind of punk ass motherfucker in the neighborhood that complained about noise. Talking about noise. Sad. So it was just a bitch ass noise complaint from some old geriatric fucks, dude. It was sad. So it wasn't a big deal. I'm pretty sure nobody went to jail or anything. They were just like, can y'all please turn it down? Why are all these kids running for no reason? Like, it's cool. So the 50 Fuzz police, the Popo rolled out. The JPD was out of there. Not a big fucking deal. But we continued to peer through the window and made sure they were gone before we rolled up out of that bitch. I went back a few days later to talk about what had happened and see what Josh and Tim was up to over there. They told me that all kinds of crunk, trill-ass shit had happened afterwards. Psych, it wasn't crunk or trill. It was fucking sad and fucked up. They said, after y'all left, shit went down. Shit was crazy over here, man. Yeah, we kept partying, and they told me that some fool had some kind of beef off over there with other people. The motherfucker's name was Colby Thompson. That's his real name. I don't know, he had some kind of beef with somebody or something, so he like threw a brick through a window, dude. I don't know why. I don't think anybody fought or anything. It was fucking stupid. The whole thing was dumb. Anyway, some other fool apparently was like getting too wild, or they were just fucking with him or something. But somebody fucking tied a fucking cord of a fan around this fool's hands and legs or something, like bound this fool because he was being too ridiculous or something. I don't know. But he started claiming apparently the next day that like people did buzz stuff to him and shit. Never happened. None of that happened. But yeah, shit was ridiculous over at the Blue House. So I went over there many times more, despite my motherfucking brush with the law. I still went over there to chill and fuck around and hang out. Me and Josh started listening to real fucked off death metal and deathcore bands, such as See You Next Tuesday, which you don't know fuck about. Yeah, but we chilled off over there more. Blue House, fucking shit was tight. This old memory ain't what it used to be, so that's all I remember about that Blue House. I've been sitting here racking my brain in between snaps trying to think about anything else happening interesting over there. Yeah, Josh could probably tell you many a story, but I got no more that I know about. So that's it. That's all I remember. Story's over. Hopefully this shit was at least 10 minutes because I like to bother you for at least a minimum of 10 minutes. I don't want to go off trying to make 5-minute stories and trying to rush things. Nah. I need to grasp into your soul and hold on to it for a minimum of 10 minutes. And if you didn't like it, that's okay. It's not a big deal. Fuck you, but at the same time, whatever. For the people that do like it, much love. Much love, yeah. Now let's sing that motherfucking outro song. Until next time. Psych, I got a little bit more for you that I forgot about. There was a nickname for me that they came up with while I was off over at that Blue House, dude. Used to, I had a lot of hair, and it was bushy. It was bushy and stuck all out and looked nasty. See that wing? Imagine that wing about 3 inches longer, puffed up, big puff ball on my head. God, shit was sad. They started calling me Rondon. After Ronald McDonald of McDonald's fast food fame. Yeah, they started calling me Rondon. Shit was sad, and they called me it all the time. They were like, if you just dyed your head fucking crimson red, you'd look exactly like Ronald McDonald. So we had a stupid-ass running joke about how since I looked like Rondon, I had pulled some kind of caper where I rolled up in there posing as Ronald McDonald and stole money from the Ronald McDonald House charities. Sad, stealing money from kids with cancer, dude. Shit's fucked. Psych, I had that fucking scam going for about 5-6 years and made over $1 million jacking money from Rondon charities, dude. Oh. Psych, that's not real. But anyway, that's enough of this bullshit. I just added on a little bit of extra shit to make sure that I reach that 10er, to give you 10 solid minutes of this BST that I know you need up in your body and up in your life. So, it's over. Goodbye. Peace.